everybody. So today I'm going to talk to you about autism. It is something that is on the rise, and I think it's something that we all should be aware of, and what we need to look like for what symptoms we can find in our children within the first couple of years, because the sooner that you get your child diagnosed and into therapy, the better the results will be. Even if it's just a minor form of autism, even just a year of therapy can really help your kid develop and be able to go to school properly when that is time to go to school. So the reason why I'm making this video is to raise awareness, of course, and to help other moms, but also because my son was diagnosed with autism about 3 months ago. He is 20 months old, so a little over a year and a half, and I've kind of been curious about it since he was born. The reason why is because it runs on his dad's side of the family, and so it was something that I had really kept an eye on just in case, because it's something that you want to catch right away, because there's really no known, there's not really a cure for it or a cause, they don't know why it happens and stuff like that. So yeah, obviously my son didn't get it from vaccinations or anything ridiculous like that. He got it just from genetics. It's not a mild, it's not it's not crazy bad or anything like that. It's just a mild form. But I was going to share with you the symptoms that he had from newborn to now, so that if you want to look for these symptoms in your children, if you are curious, then you can. The sooner you catch it, the better the results are. We are still waiting to go into therapy. It takes sorry, a truck just went by. Anyways, we're still waiting to go into therapy, so we don't really know a whole lot about him and what we're going to be going through and what therapy is going to be like. We don't really know all that kind of stuff just yet. But all we know is that he is autistic and we're going to be going into therapy. So that's where we are right now. But I thought I would share with you his symptoms so that you can look for it as well. So I wrote them all down. So the first one I noticed, he was a very fussy newborn. I mean, most newborns are kind of fussy, but he was really fussy. Because with autism, they are more sensitive and they have more anxieties, and so this made him a very fussy newborn. And I thought it was just colicky, but now it makes sense. It's like a newborn, normal fussiness, times 5. So it was pretty tough. Number 2 was he would only sleep on my chest for 3 months. So for 3 months, I had to sleep sitting up so that he would be curled up on my chest right here, with his stomach on my chest. And that was the only way that he would sleep. And my camera keeps going down. Okay. And the reason why he did that is because autistic children, they like to be secure. They like to feel safe. And when they don't, their anxiety gets really bad. So that was why he felt safe that way, sleeping on me. And he would only sleep like that for 3 months. So that was very hard, but we got through that, and eventually he was ready to sleep beside me, snuggling me, and then that was a lot better. Yeah. Number 3, arm flapping. This is a pretty big sign. I didn't really know about it until recently, but when he gets excited, if he's watching cartoons or if he's watching cars go by or something, he'll start flapping his arms like this and bouncing and flapping. And I thought he was just super excited, so I didn't really think anything of it. But that is actually a sign of autism because they don't know how to handle their emotions, and that is how he handles his emotions when he gets excited, by arm flapping. So that is another symptom. Not talking or walking. He is a year and a half, and he is just starting to walk on his own. He was able to walk months ago, but he was just too scared because of his anxiety, and he was scared to let go and fall. So he's finally just starting to walk now, which is nice. Not talking. He doesn't say mom. He doesn't say dad. He doesn't say anything. So that makes it very hard for us because we can't really communicate with him very well. Like, we don't know if he wants juice or me or his dad or like food or his diaper needs a change or he's bored. Like, we don't know these kinds of things. We have to kind of guess. So yeah, he doesn't communicate with us whatsoever. He can't point, nothing. Like, if he wants something, he's usually like yelling at us, like, or screaming, like, 'cause he doesn't know how to communicate with us. So that was another sign. Regressing is another sign as well. So for when he was about a year, he said mom maybe a couple of times, and he was waving goodbye, and he would go ba 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 for goodbye. And he did that for a couple of months, and then all of a sudden he just stopped, and he has never done it since. So that's another sign. If your kid is all like doing something and then all of a sudden they just stop and they just aren't doing it anymore, that's also another sign. Not communicating, we talked about that. Sleeping in his stroller. So currently he sleeps in his stroller, and the reason for that is because of the straps that go across him and around his waist. He feels secure and safe. Because autistic kids have problems with not feeling safe in certain situations, and so they like to be tight and secure. So he currently sleeps in his stroller. It's all tilted back and has pillows and blankets and everything. It's not ideal, but the pediatrician said it was fine for now until we get into therapy, and then we can like talk about it and find out other like things we can do. Like, they have weighted blankets and weighted vests that they can wear that makes them feel safe. So maybe he will sleep in his crib. But right now it's okay. Like, I mean, he sleeps through the night in a stroller and it's not hurting him. So right now we're just kind of like, okay, whatever. We'll just wait until we go to the therapist and see what they have to say. I think that's all of the symptoms that my son had. Some other ones are not making eye contact, not like responding to their name. Sometimes he won't do it. Like, if I'm like, Keaton, 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 he's like completely ignoring me, like does not give a crap about me. So those are some other signs, and I'm like, there's lots of other ones that you can look up and Google as well. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you all of that. It has been a rough few months for us, because if you are following me, you will know that I had a miscarriage about 3 months ago, and then not even 2 weeks later, my son was diagnosed with autism. So it's been tough, but this is not something that is a burden to me. Like, all it is he just needs a little extra push, and he will be fine. They're just a bit slow, but once they get it, then they get it. So to me, it's not like a huge, terrible thing. It's just something that we have to work on him with, and he will, you know, be okay. Yeah, so I think that's everything I'm going to talk about today, because I'm kind of running out of time. But thank you for watching, and you can always email or comment questions, and I will answer them to my best of my abilities. And I hope you all have a great day, and thank you for watching, and like and subscribe.